country, you kind of have to, for example, if you want something unique, like certain fruit, you can find it, but you gotta travel more towards like a bigger city where they have more health food stores and cultural stores, or you can just grow it because you have more space to grow it.
Hey, wow, my daughter said some profound words. You know, I've been thinking about what she said about in the country, in the rural area, there's not a lot of resources when it comes to food, as far as healthy food, a diverse array of food. And I'm thinking about it, and she's absolutely right. But it makes me think about growing up in urban communities, growing up here out in the country. You got a lot of like Dollar General stores. You got a lot of local stores. And when it comes to simple things that what we call organic, even though it's grown right here in this area, there's not a lot of organic, what they call organic food. I'm gonna shift over here because of the lighting. There's not a lot of quote organic food. I really don't see too much what you call organic. So many times I have witnessed where you can get cantaloupes, you can get watermelons, you can get eggplants, you can get so many different crops that's grown right here locally. But you go to the store and you pay more right here locally than you do if you go to a major metropolitan area. It should not be. But my daughter is absolutely right. For a lot of things that could be grown and that are grown right here in the rural area, in the country, the sad part about it, the majority of the resources are sent out and then processed and brought back in at a higher rate, a far higher rate than the average. In so many ways, the country has become a nutrient food desert. And what I mean by nutrient food desert, the majority of the stores, the commerce, the places you go and buy is very limited. The products are very limited, and they are heavily mass produced, and they have so much of a process. It's like fruit juice. In the country, you would think you get some good organic, small, local grown manufacturers in the stores, but that's not the case. You get these large companies, and it's the worst of the fruits. It's not a lot of variety, and it's been processed. You go to your local stores, which is not a lot. You go to your Dollar Generals, and if you look for something that's fresh, although they have definitely improved over the years, but even the fresh fruits and vegetables are trucked in from God knows where. They're tired when they get to the store. They look tired. The display, even though it may be new in some of these stores, it still look like the store is barely holding on to what is fresh. So therefore, it's not really fresh. But the majority of the stores, when you walk into the stores in this rural community, and I'm not sure if it's the same way, but in the South, a lot of your rural communities don't have a good selection of variety of nutrients. To me, the rural country, unless you're growing it your own, has become a nutrient desert. And that concerns me. I don't know where have we gotten to the part where we grow our own and then send it out, process it, and bring it back. What happened? What happened to the fact of you would just think when you move to the country, you go to a local store, a local farm store, you wouldn't see so much processed food. But more and more, as time goes on, we're finding these stores that are not providing good nutrients. And you have to go to a metropolitan area that's well diverse to find fresh ingredients for our food. Not sure why, but it reminds me of the motherland, where diamonds are extracted from the earth, and then they are sent off to another country and brought back in at a higher rate. And the people that mine the diamonds are poor. But one simple diamond could change their whole trajectory of their whole lives. But yet, they mine them, they get them, and they're poor. Just like the country. You have a few people in the country that are wealthy, doing well, and the majority are poor. And I don't understand, with all this abundance here in nature and in the country, people are poor. They should be rich. They should be healthy. They should be full of life. And people should be flocking to get their resources. But what I'm learning is that's simply not the case. That's simply not the case. So I just found it pretty interesting. I think my daughter was spot on with, in rural areas, you got to go somewhere else to find certain types of organic foods and vegetables, which really, it becomes, we have had the country, it becomes so much of, we need to survive and grow cash crops, which limits the type of crops that they grow. They only grow certain types of crops, and they grow it in abundance. And they don't diversify because of profits, which they gotta live, they gotta survive. But this cycle is mean. It's a mean cycle. That's why I'm like, we should grow abundance and variety of foods in our areas. And we should have multiple families and communities growing. And then we should also get involved with local exchanges, where we exchange the things that we good at and that we grow, and we collaborate and we share those resources with each other. I don't know, it's food for thoughts. Y'all give me a comment, tell me what you think, tell me your thoughts, and I look forward to your comments. Take care until the next time. Don't forget to keep on growing. Grow. Y'all stay well, stay blessed.